The picture you see on the screen is not of any alien. They are also human beings like you and me. Who are they? They do too much work and they are entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs who we call in common language businessmen. Hello, this is Satwinder Bhatia from Sukhmani Immigration Services, Brampton, Canada. I am a regulated and licensed Canadian immigration consultant. Today's video is very special. This is for entrepreneurs, businessmen. So before I start the video, I request you, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing. We talk a lot about Canadian immigration news, update, tips and tricks on this channel. So if you like the video, share it with your family and friends so that they can also benefit. Without further delay, let's get started. Today's program is a startup visa. Startup visa is for entrepreneurs. So if you are not an entrepreneur, you can skip watching this video. Let's look at who is entrepreneur. Before I tell you the program, it's important to understand who is entrepreneur. Maybe there is a hidden entrepreneur in you. So let's first look the definition of an entrepreneur. An entrepreneur in a common language we call as businessman or businesswoman. Entrepreneur is basically a person who creates business, who organizes business, who operates business, who is the person who assumes the risk, who takes the risk, because starting a business is a huge risk. So businessman or entrepreneur takes that risk, and when he takes the risk, he does only from the viewpoint of making a profit. So the sole motive of a business is to make a profit, and when he makes a profit, he enjoys the reward. So this is more or less a definition of an entrepreneur. And now let's look at the ease of starting a business. So this is a report which comes from World Bank. As per World Bank report, Canada ranks third in the ease of starting a business. So it's ease of starting means there is no red tapeism. It's comparatively easier to start a business in this country, and Canada ranks third in this after New Zealand, Australia. So it's easier to start a business here because government support entrepreneurs. So why Canadian government? A question will come, why does Canadian government needs entrepreneur? You will think of this, right? So Canadian government or Canada needs entrepreneurs because the answer is entrepreneur creates the job, and when there is job, people are happy. So unemployment anywhere, any part of the world, the major problem today is unemployment. If there are jobs, people can get job, they can earn, they become happy. So that is the first thing, that it is the entrepreneurs who create job. So hand holding of entrepreneurs is very important, and Canada does that. Canada supports entrepreneurs. So they create job, they increase GDP. The gross domestic product of a nation is increased because of entrepreneurs. Not only that, they bring you new products, new services. Entrepreneurs bring those services and products to you, and when you get those products and services, of course, with newer products, newer technology, newer services, the standard of living increases. As the standard of living increases, there is more happiness, more smile on your face, right? So overall economic growth happens because of this. And of course, when entrepreneur makes profit, many times he shares that profit amongst the community which he comes from. So he supports the community also. So that is why Canada needs entrepreneurs. Now that we know that, okay, Canada needs entrepreneurs, who is entrepreneur? Let's look at the options for entrepreneurs to immigrate to Canada. So under that category, the options for business immigration are both, since I told you there is too much stress both at the provincial level and both at federal level. So at federal also there is a program which we are going to discuss today, and at each province level there are 10 provinces in Canada, and each province has at least one or sometimes even two programs. So at federal level and at provincial or territorial level we have programs. 10 provinces, 3 territories. Each province, each territory more or less has at least one program. So today we are going to discuss a program. There is only one program. Earlier there used to be 2 or 3 programs at the federal level, but now there is only one program at the federal level, and this program is called Startup Visa, which we are going to discuss today. Now, what is Startup Visa? So basically Startup Visa is a pathway for immigration or getting a PR in Canada for entrepreneurs. And to immigrate to Canada, they need to establish what? They need to create a new business. They need to establish a new business in Canada, and they must demonstrate that the business is innovative, it's unique, it is bringing something special, right? And they will create jobs, plus they will also be competent at the global level. Today the world has changed. You cannot be, placed in one particular place and just stay there forever. No. When you want to increase the size, you have to have a global presence. So what Canada wants is that you have that much capability that you can compete at the global level. So this is also a part of Startup Visa. Now, what are the requirements, right, for this Startup Visa? So from the candidate side, there are only 4 requirements. What are those 4 requirements? Let us look at it. So number 1, which is that letter of support. What is a letter of support? I will let you know. And then qualifying business idea. What is a qualifying business idea? We will discuss. Then the third thing is settlement funds. And fourth and the last thing is language test. So these are the 4 things which a candidate needs to have. We will discuss in detail everything. So before touching upon what is letter of support, it is very important to understand what is a designated organization. So designated organization is a business group that has been approved by government to invest or to support a possible startup. So it's already there. Government has provided the list of the designated organizations. So these organizations choose the business proposal and review those business proposals. They have each organization has their own intake process, and they also, they have certain criteria on how they assess the proposals. So when you go to these organizations, you show them your business idea, you share with them your business proposal, and you may also share the complete business plan, which is a documented plan usually, and we also make the business plans for you, so you can get it done from us too, or you can make your own business plan, and if you have something in mind, you can make that business plan and go to these organizations. So you present them with your business idea to these designated organizations. If they choose to support you, so what will they give it to you? They will give you a letter of support. And also, in addition to giving you a letter of support, they will go to IRCC and give them a commitment certificate. Yes, we are supporting this person. So IRCC also knows that this organization is supporting this person, and you also have a letter of support from the designated organization. So basically these designated organizations are divided into 3 types. What are those? Let us have a look at these. So these 3 types of designated organizations are venture capitalists, then you have angel investors, and then you have business incubators. So venture capitalists are basically kind of a group or organization which can invest up to 200,000 Canadian dollars into your business proposal. And angel investors, which are comparatively smaller, they can invest up to 75,000 Canadian dollars into your business proposal. The last one is business incubators. So like University of Toronto is there, York University is there, Toronto Business Development Corporation is there. These are few organizations, and there is a complete list. I'll share that list with you in the description box. So these do not put the money into your, but they take you, accept you into their program. They nurture you, they guide you, right? So guidance also is vital, and that's what these organizations provide. So three types: venture capitalists, 200,000 of Canadian dollars they can invest; angel investors, 75,000 Canadian dollars they can invest; and business incubators. They accept you into their business program, guide you, make you learn, and they become your mentor. So these are the three types of business organizations. Now, letter of support. This letter of support, as I said, these three organizations, they provide you with the letter of support. So letter of support, I'm just taking a screenshot from the government website. So you can see it's clearly mentioned list of designated organizations for startup visa. And I'll share this link with you so you can yourself go and check. So each link is there, name of the organization and their website is there, so you can reach out to them. So all the three, venture capitalists, angel investors and business incubators, are provided here. I will share this link in the description box with you. So as I said, so first thing is letter of support from our designated organization. So second is qualifying business. What type of business, right? So we understand that business has to be an innovative business. It has to create jobs, but still here also there are some things which we need to discuss. So a qualifying business means the business that you have created must meet the following conditions, and conditions are at two times. The first condition comes when you are getting the commitment from the designated organization. The second condition comes when you got the PR. So we will talk it later. First, let's talk about at the time you get the commitment from the designated organization. So this business, the startup which you are planning, can be owned by up to 5 people. So each person can hold up to 10% of the shares, voting rights of that corporation, and the applicant and the designated organization jointly hold 50% of the voting rights of that organization. So this is at the time of this is the structure of your startup organization, right? So at the time of you get the commitment letter from the designated organization. So when you are at the PR stage, at the permanent residence stage, the time you receive the permanent residence, then you must provide that you are still active and ongoing management of this business from within the Canada. So you are operating from within Canada. It's not that, okay, you took a permanent residence and now you moved your entire business to somewhere else. No, that will not happen. So you have to be operating from within Canada, and essential part of your operations have to be from Canada, and business has to be incorporated within Canada. So this is at the time when you receive your PR. So now that you know what is letter of support, now you know what is qualifying business, let us look at what is settlement fund. So basically, when you are coming as a business or entrepreneur, businessman or entrepreneur, so government will not provide you any additional support, right? They will not provide you. They already providing you with the angel investors, they are already providing you with the business incubators, they are providing you with the venture capitalists. So they will not provide you money to support you and your family. That money you need to bring with you. So that money is called settlement fund. So settlement fund is the money which you bring to settle here in Canada, as the name suggests. So it is the money which is for you, your spouse and your children. So you cannot borrow this money from any other person, and the amount of money depends upon upon the LICO table, which is which depends upon per person. So suppose in your family if there are 2 persons, then you need to just have 16,449, 3 persons, husband, wife and 1 child, so 20,222. This is the amount you need to bring with you to Canada. So that's called settlement fund. One question which is frequently asked is, okay, one of my child is not coming. So I have two kids, one child is studying in university back home and he doesn't want to come. So even if he is not coming, still you have to count by 4 total members of your family. So this is about the settlement fund. Last and one of the most important things is language test. I know many people get scared of this. So language test, don't get scared. It's very easy. Prepare and confidently go and take your test. So language test is the major thing which I want to say here. The most important thing I want to say here is very low. Is just CLB 5, Canadian Language Benchmark 5. That's all you need to meet. CLB 5, which is very easy to get. So results have to be not more than 2 years old, right? If they are more than 2 years old, then you need to retake that exam. And you can take both English or French language exam. Mostly people go for the English one. English, there are 2 options, CELPIP and IELTS. Mostly people take IELTS. So here is the conversion of this. So you, in speaking, listening, reading, writing, 4 areas. In speaking you need to get 5, listening 5, reading 4 also can work, and writing 5. So this is the chart for CLB 5 IELTS as well as CLB 5 for CELPIP. So all the 4 requirements from the candidate side we have discussed. Now let us look at one more important thing. So what happens when you get a commitment certificate, you get a letter of support from the organization, and you have a certain business plan. You don't want to delay. You want to come and start the business. So government, what it does is they provide you with a short-term work permit. So short-term work permit, once you get this commitment letter or letter of support, you can come here in Canada and start your business, and PR will come. In a process, it will take another 5 to 6 months and it will come. So you will save a lot of time, and it is very important if you have certain plan in the mind, you want to come first, right? You don't want to delay that business plan. So that is why government also understands, and that's why they have provided with a short-term work permit for entrepreneurs. And this short-term work permit is when you have secured the commitment certificate and you want to start your business here. To receive a work permit, an applicant must provide letter of support from the designated organization and also proof of settlement funds. So these 2 things they can provide, and they can get the work permit and get started here in Canada, and PR will follow. So now that we have discussed this, last important part is, what is the government fee? So government fee for the applicant, the processing fee for the applicant is 1,575 Canadian dollars, and right of permanent residence fee is always 500, irrespective of who is there. So only for kids it is not there, right of permanent residence fee. So spouse processing fee is less than the primary applicant. It is 825. Right of permanent residence fee is again the same, 500 as I said. For kids, the application fee is 225 Canadian dollars. All people have to go through one important thing, which is biometrics, and $85 is the fee for biometrics per person. So in addition to this, in addition to the fees, you also may have to go through, of course you have to go through the medical part also, and you have to go through the what is called as police clearance certificate and all. So all these things you also have to provide. So now let's look at the processing time, how much time it takes to get a PR through this. So usual time is between 12 to 16 months, but actually you come earlier because you get work permit. So you come to Canada earlier, but to get a PR, it is between 12 to 16 months. So one question which I frequently get encountered is, oh, I'm starting a business. What if, my business fails? Will it impact my PR? It will not impact your PR. Success of a business is dependent upon your efforts and blessings from God. But it is not going to impact the PR. PR will remain separate even if you are successful in your business venture or you are not successful in your business venture. If you have any more questions on this topic or any other topic related to visa or immigration, you can reach out to our office. Our office is located in Brampton. Email ID and phone numbers are shared here. And once again, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing, and thank you so much for watching the video. Thank you.